Okay, back in the seat and let's get on with the next mission. You look like you've put in a full day, Relena. How were the talks with Side 1? Very productive. We've finished that many of the colony nations, and we've verified that many of the colony nations are hoping to form cooperative alliances with nations on Earth. That's a plus. It's finally here, a world built on communication. We really are at the dawn of a new age. Unfortunately, there's still plenty of wrinkles to iron out. Not that the least of which is that many voices clamouring for someone to lead this new age. Of course, the dawn is still not broken, and people are looking toward it with both hope and fear. It's only natural that they want a leader. That's exactly why we need people like you, Relena. You could do it, Lacus. Thank you very much, Lacus. I may not wield much power, but I can dictate what I can do. What I do have the cause... Hold on, what? Thank you very much, Lacus. I may not wield much power, but I'll dedicate what I do have to the cause of peace. There's only so much people can do alone. That's why we joined our hands and wills. Thanks to everything I've learned standing by your side, I'm finally starting to find the path I want to follow. Let's both keep living it, giving it everything we have, Lacus. You've done so much to aid me already. That's quite heartening to hear from you. Well, we have a bit of free bugger. Z. No. Lacus. Well, we have a bit of free time now. Once you've caught your breath, do you want to take a walk around the city? Relena, that sounds nice. It could be a good opportunity to hear what the people are hoping for. Ha. Thank you, Backlog. So the Advent's headed to Colony Avalon next, huh? Apparently they're hurting for electricity after some of their solar panels got damaged. They put in a request to us to resupply some energy. Oh geez, I've got a bad feeling about this. It sounds like they have enough to keep the whole country running for now. That's not exactly the issue. I assume you mean the terrorist attacks hitting all the colonies. I heard it was terrorists that damaged Avalon's solar panels. There's a good chance they'll attack the Advent too. We did just have those incidents in the Sank Kingdom and Zilkstan. We need to be careful. Man, I'm really starting to get worried. We can fend off the ones who come out swinging at us easily enough. It's the ones keeping hidden we need to worry about. This is just a hunch on my part, but I agree the terrorist acts we've been seeing are to draw our attention. Malice is spreading behind the scenes. It being peaceful like this means it's more important than ever we keep an eye out. Malice? I can't believe there are still people like that, even after the Revolutionary Wars ended. It's exactly because the Revolutionary War's over. Plenty of folk think now's a perfect time to start a new mess. Why would they? Most people who made it through the tragedy of the war threw away their hatred, but emotions ain't easy to get rid of. There are some space noids who still want to take all their resentment out on the Earth noids. There's rumours that the terrorists behind these acts are opposed to reconciliation between Earth and space. One war ends and it just leaves its embers for a new one to start. Best we can do is run around putting out those sparks before they really catch fire. If they've got something they want, they should just come out and speak their mind. they don't need to use violence like this. But as long as they do, it's our job to squash any terrorists that harm innocent civilians. What's up, hero? It's nothing. Let me guess, you're worried about Relena, right? She is the Vice Foreign Minister of the new League of Nations now. I've heard she's been flying all over the place helping with peace talks between Earth and space. And that makes her a low-hanging fruit for anyone who wants to keep conflict going. This would be a good time for her to cut back on her activities a bit. She won't, though, not Relena. If that's your opinion, it's probably true. Yeah, Hero gets Relena better than any of us. Hero? What? Are you and Relena in a long-distance relationship? I'm curious about Hero's relationship myself. Right, I've tried asking Relena, but she just smiles and dodges the question. Ha! You ladies are barking up the wrong tree. This guy's even more tight-lipped than usual about this. Oh, I was curious. Ah, such a shame. I want to hear about Hero's romance too. We can at least get the story about how you met. I want to hear it too. We won't blab anyone, honest. Please, Hero? You girls don't give up once you catch a scent, do you? Fine, if he won't tell you how they met, I will. Wait, you know Colin? Sure. Relena, Hero and I went to the same school. Hero shows up and Relena gives him an invitation to her birthday. He takes the invitation and... You know what? Never mind. It's a special memory for those two. Oh, come on. You can't just leave us hanging. You're no match for Hero's stare, huh, Colin? I've been there. Anyway, they've been through some ups and downs, but Hero and Relena are soulmates. It'd be rude to stick your nose into their affairs just to satisfy your curiosity. Our curiosity. Pretty sure you were right there with us, Colin. Look, I was just... saved by the bell. The alarm. Enemies attacking. We've just got a message. A squad of unknowns are approaching their advent. Is it the terrorists? Can't we get a break? No big deal. If they want to take a swing at us, we'll just have to give it to them first. Let's see... Let's show them what it means to pick a fight with their advent. Oh, Colin's looking very cross there. That's the dumbass going to get a wave surger to the face expression. Let's see what we got. Ships. $15. Heroes already selected. Take JJ. 2 of those. Red one. Those 2. And a boatload of Gundams. Sorry, Shin. Unidentified units approaching. Valex, Seed Mobile Armors, and Mobile Doll Taurus units. They're not responding to our hails. I think they're Valex. Again, they just don't know when to quit. All we got to do is take them down like every other time. Maybe they'll leave us alone if we show them how intimidating Wise Next can be. All units prepared to intercept Valex. Squad, Roger. Relena. It looks like the world still hasn't found peace. Man, we're going to have a whole turn of just movement, aren't we? Let's see what they do. No one's going to get any fighting done in the first turn. Just pretty easy so far. Pretty basic. As we can see, there are the colony rotating below us. Now, let's see what we can do about this. Mirage, she'll dodge that and shoot him down. Of course, they're just targeting the weakest one. Hell yeah, keep it up guys, we'll show these creeps. There's something weird about this fight. What's the enemy trying to accomplish? I doubt they're trying to take over the Advent. If this might be a diversion. If so, there might be an ambush waiting somewhere else. I'm not picking up anything like that at least. Then what's their goal here? The only thing I can think of is that they're trying to slow us down. I mean, they're trying to keep the Advent away. We were heading for Colony Avalon. There's something happening there. It's certainly noisy out there. We should get out of here, Lacus. I agree, I'm getting a bad feeling as well. Marimea army. Freeze. What do you think you're doing? You didn't even knock and you have guns instead of an appointment. Not the most polite guests, are you? Please enter. It's a pleasure to meet you both, Miss Relena and Miss Lacus. Who are you? I am Marimea Kushrenada, daughter of Trey's Kushrenada. You must be joking. I am not. DNA tests have confirmed it. Trey's Kushnara is gone and the world is trying to move forward to a new age along the path he showed us. And despite that, here you are armed with guns. Just what are you trying to accomplish? It's true that the world is on the verge of a new age, but it is really the correct path. I will guide it in the proper direction. That is why I have risen up under the Kushrenada name. And I imagine you're going to use might to do so. It's true that we've been able to gather quite a military force from the State Emperor Alush's death. Left the world in. But we need civilian support to push our plan forward to the next stage. I'd like for you to help us on that front. What exactly do you want us to do? That's entirely up to you. You are Queen Relena of the Saint Kingdom and Lacus Klein, songstress of the plants. I don't think you realise just how much influence you two have. And you want us to use that power to help you start a new war. Precisely. I can count on your support in guiding the world to a new age. I refuse. You would wield that power to change the world, no, to conquer it. You're trying to act on the same foolishness humanity fought so hard to leave behind. So you won't even attempt to understand my point of view. That's too bad. Very well, I can wait. Out of the respect for your influence, I'm willing to be flexible. I'm afraid I will have to restrict your freedom a little, though. I fully believe you two will come to understand sooner or later. Stay quiet and follow the orders you're given, and I promise you won't be mistreated. At least this version of Murray Mayer seems to be a bit more mature. Hey, what's that shuttle? It came with some mobile dolls. It must belong to the terrorists. Then we can't let it get away. Attention Gundam, stand down. We're getting a message to on an open channel. It's from the shuttle. Is that a little girl? You don't want to talk, Echika. Don't come any closer. Stay right where you are, or else what? Relena Peacecraft and Lacus Klein are on this shuttle. Say what? Lacus, she's got Relena too. What's going on? They were kidnapped. I've simply invited them to accompany me as comrades who will help guide humanity. Think very carefully about what you do next. I'm sure the whole world would mourn their loss. It looks like you know your place. Excellent, now stand aside. Come to think of it, I can't have you chasing our tails. Mobile Doll Squad attack. Hang in there, hero, we're on our way. Please wait, we've got some units closing in. Oh, these clowns. Great, Poseidon forces and soldiers from Byston Well. It can't be a coincidence that they're showing up now. It's hard to believe following orders put us here. Hey, I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. This is one hell of a chance. We can strike first if we hurry. Let's go. This isn't just your lucky day, Avon. You're ours. Oh, brother. Here they come. Get out of here. Nay, Moyhan, we don't have time to deal with you right now. I'm not a fan of being ignored. I insist on this fight, even if you don't. Damn it, bunch of opportunity jerks. What should we do? We can't get through to rescue them. Who are those people? They must be reinforcements sent by Mr. Dakin. I see. In that case, you may accelerate. Yes, ma'am. Lacus. Relena. Ah, blast. It's no use. We'll never reach them. Where do you think you're going, Mr. Angel? Hero, I can't stand these white wings. I'll pluck them right off. Will you now? Reinforcements. Oh wow. Troa's here. Still alive, hero. What are you doing there? Didn't expect the Poseidon force to show up here. Argo Golski. The Bolt Gundam. Argo, is that you? Yeah. Troa, you came. Where have you been lurking this whole time? We got Catra's call and decided to chase down the terrorists ourselves. We can talk later. Let's clean these guys up first. Got it. You still up to fight, hero? Move if you don't want to die. I know, hero. All units return fire. We need to end this as quickly as possible. Lacus. Wait for me, Relena. Right. I just want to do the rolling buster. They took relena so they can use their thrown ends. If worst comes to worst.
ここで仕掛ける。俺にできるのは戦うことだけだ。
Not the most dramatic, but that's my fault for not upgrading quick enough. These guys can clean this up. Right. Hero can trash all of these guys. Who was that girl that kidnapped Relena? Something about the way she carries herself seems familiar. I'm sorry, Lacus, I couldn't save you, but I'm going to get you back, just you wait. Drum roll.
今こそ燃え上がれ。俺のこの手が真っ赤に燃える。勝利を
This is
つかめ
just
と
cool.
ただろき叫ぶ。
Even if the attack name is weird to say.
Go to figure. G2 エンド。もうダメだ。持たない。
They're all named characters. They're going to be a pain in the neck to deal with. Scythe it up. Yeah, I've got plans. And they're all still trying to bully the Macross team. Good to see Hero's not wasting any energy on the beam or the Buster cannon. Alright, I'll upgrade Wing Zero after this mission. Because having a fully upgraded Hero Yui is going to be like having the Barbatos in 30. Dinozon says splat. Some people just don't know when to quit. Another one who wishes to... You know, death by Dinozon is not a pleasant affair, people. There's two of them, I don't know who it is. G-Rune. They're both named this jerk. And now the counter-attack. Oh dang, Kira's pissed. None of those guys are in range. No one's moving on this side of the map. She missed. That's true. When in doubt, just hit something really hard. Speaking of, I'll leave this to the next turn. Zex, I want you up here. This world is slowly but surely being engulfed by darkness. That's why I'll fight as the Black Joker of the Shuffle Alliance. The Bolt Gundam. Oh damn, that actually makes his attack animations cool. Let's see what he's gonna do. Lucky I took precautions. Who's the remaining unit? Ah, hero. Ooh, fire everything. Okay. First, bullseye. Persist. Daka daka. We're starting on our back foot, but I won't let it end like this. I've got a debt to repay.
手柄は私がいただく。一気に蹴りをつけてやるよ。消えな。
気にすることじゃない。
This should be fun.
反撃を開始する。急いだ方が良さそうだな。確実に仕留める。
And he does the jump. Daka 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 daka.
なんだってんだい。
俺が引導
We've basically seen that. And time to squish you.
きれい ここ
これ見よがしにいいヘ
Bye bye. What a waste of a perfectly good chance. Your head is mine next time, Darbo Main Road. Sounds like Nye and the other soldiers will be back. Looks like the Poseidon forces and the Drake army are working together to expand their influence. But they didn't kill him? Dang. I suppose I've done enough to protect Lord Givza Zona. Atun Rando is taking his leave. Flash that, because I'm not taking unnecessary damage when I don't have to.
兵器ってのは
Damn, looks like I stuck my neck out too far. Don't think it's gonna go this way next time. Heckler Mauser retreating. Your name is literally just a combination of 2 different gun companies. Bye bye. Damn, I thought we had this in the bag. No, you didn't. You really didn't. Boom. I just can't get used to fighting out in space. Next time you won't be so lucky. Yeah, right. Fire everything. Hmm. It's a little bit concerning that Troa doesn't do too much damage. Only 40 something %. Probably won't do it. Oh, he does. Suppose I'd better pull out. I don't have any more time to waste with you. We've accomplished what we set out to do anyway. The enemies have been dealt with. Do we still have the shuttle signal? No, we've lost it. It's already left this sector. Oh no. We couldn't save them. Kira, Relena. Sorry, if we moved a little faster it wouldn't have turned out this way. It's not your fault, Troa. We want to share what we've learned. Requesting permission to land. Granted. Sorry, Lacus, I couldn't protect you. Wait for me, Relena. Long time no see, Troa. Not really the time for a happy reunion, unfortunately. Agreed. Sure didn't expect you to show up with Argo Golski of all people. Where were you, Argo? I haven't seen hide nor hair of you since we fought the Dark Gundam. Same goes for us, we were worried. So let's hear it. What have you been up to? I wasn't about to return to my homeland, not whilst I was still wanted as a space pirate. When I found out about his situation, I decided to let him stay with us. Oh, I see. I owed them for looking after my buddies, so I've been chasing after villains lurking in the shadows. Troa and I were partners. Wait, how did that work when neither of you really talk? It wasn't an issue. We get along pretty well. That's Troa for you. He's basically the easiest guy ever to get along with. We heard there might be terrorists hiding in Colony Avalon, so we came over to investigate. They moved a lot faster than we expected though. As a result, they were able to get away with Relena Dorlan and Lacus Klein. The terrorists must have been after Lacus and Relena from the moment they came to Avalon. And when they realised we were closing in, they deployed their troops to slow us down. Who were they? That girl on the shuttle's name was Mari Mayer. She's got the Barton Foundation backing her, apparently. The Barton Foundation. That's one of the bigger financial groups in the colonies. Apparently their leader hates the Earth, so they sent a bunch of funding to space-based extremist groups during the Revolutionary War. Right, and that leader's name is Dakim Barton. Dakim. You know him, Zex? He was one of the financiers of the White Fang. His ideals were too extreme though. In the end, we had to distance ourselves from him. And now he has Lacus. Wait a minute, Troa, isn't your full name Troa Barton? Dakin Barton, the Barton Foundation. There's a connection, Troa? This name doesn't belong to me. I have no name of my own. Troa Barton is just a name I took off a dead man. That dead man being Dakin Barton's son. He was supposed to pilot heavy arms as part of Operation Meteor. That's all this name is to me. I don't have anything to do with the Barton Foundation. If we know who the kidnappers are, let's get after them. I'm sure the Barton Foundation has taken steps to ensure this plan of theirs goes off without a hitch. Even if the new League of Nations sends us after them, they'll probably just play innocent and ask for proof of their involvement. The hell? That doesn't mean we're going to give up, though. Of course not. The Barton Foundation must have taken those two and used them as plan of sort. And as long as they have hostages, we can't make any rash moves. Eventually they're going to put those two to use some way. And once they do, they sure as hell won't be able to be plead innocent anymore. Honestly, I'd rather save them before that if possible. Let's start by gathering some data on the Barton Foundation. We can leave that to the preventers. What, you guys don't want to do it? Argo and I intend to join you. It seems the Barton Foundation has its sights on the Advent after all. Meaning they'll probably come at us directly at some point. I'd say bring it on. If they come swinging, we turn the tables on them and force them to confess. That's the plan. Are you all okay with that? Fine. One wrong move might set them off. I guess it's best to wait for now, Kira. The preventers are already looking into things and they'll have a lead on the Barton Foundation in no time. We're counting on you, Lady Young. You're our best hope right now. You holding up okay, Kira? Thanks for asking, Shin. I'd be lying if I said I was fine, but Lacus knew and was fully prepared for the danger she was in. She's always been willing to shed her own blood for the world's sake. Wow. Relena, if you're going to be used by those who desire conflict, Hey, I get it, but there's a little early to be thinking that kind of stuff. Fort. You can't start considering it once... You can start considering once everything else has been a last resort. Not that any of us are going to let you take on that burden, hero. I'll keep that in mind. Welcome, Lady Anne. I would never have expected you to dig up the Barton Foundation's secret so quickly. You're even more impressive than I heard. However, I'm afraid that as one of their sponsors, I can't have someone running in to stop the show before the curtain even rises. Who are you? Are you one of providing resources to the Barton Foundation? I can't imagine why you'd ask. Even if I were to answer, it wouldn't do you much good, caged as you are. You'll have the answer you seek eventually. How lucky, you have a front row seat to the upcoming performance with special commentary by yours truly. How dare you call this a performance? I won't allow you to play with humanity's future. Humanity's future. Such a nice phrase, isn't it? We're working hard day in and out to tackle that very issue. What a jerk. Thank your lucky stars Trace isn't here. He would kick your ass. Life-size chumdoll. Proud Ace program and a morale up. Yeah, let's do a quick bit of customization. Upgrade next. Where's Wing 0? Got plenty of time to recover though. My money! Ooh, can't do it. I'll half do the weapons. And that's where we'll have to end it for tonight, folks. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you on the next one. Peace out.